Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and today on the Working Draft server, I'm going to do a little bit of maintenance around my house here, because as you can see, it's quite the mess. It is not really a desirable house thing. I'm also going to answer a bunch of questions that you guys posted as comments on my last video about the baby. So let's get started. Baby pictures? Writes Sheehan1611. You can find baby pictures at twitter.com/JoeHills. That's where I'm posting baby pictures. How old are you? Says the spooky one. I'm surprised that the one there isn't like the number one and then several exclamation marks. But the answer is like 26 and a half, I think. I was born in 1986, whatever that makes me. After you turn 21, it doesn't matter anymore, really. Because, you just know you hand them the ID and they'll give you the beer. Okay, how did I choose that name? Writes Onyx Platypus. So while Onyx Platypus gets her or his answer, we will answer that question. So first thing I'm going to do is pull out the steam boiler. Well, for those of you guys who don't know, the name of the baby is Corinne Amelia Hills. And that name is derived from, well, the first name there, Corinne, is a name that I've always liked. It's kind of up there with Deidre and Sheila. It's just a really pretty name that I've always personally thought sounded cool. But it turned out it was the name of Marion's grandmother as well. And Amelia is the name of one of my grandmothers and my mother. And so when we were talking about it, we knew that we wanted to do either Corinne or Carmen. And we had considered a few other things, but we weren't sure about the middle name. And so when Marion pointed out that Corinne was actually her grandmother's name, I was like, well, what are the two grandmothers' names on my side? There's Amelia and Helen. And Corinne Helen Hills didn't sound... Corinne Helen, the double N there, Corinne Helen, it was too much, I thought. So we talked about Amelia and decided it sounded good, and that is how that name was chosen. So let's see, what have we got here? I want to get rid of this tank of creosote oil as well. I'm going to have to dump that somewhere, and I'm not sure where yet. But carrying on to our next question here. Will your daughter play Minecraft in the future? Writes Nick Optics. Well, as you guys know, in the future, Minecraft will no longer exist. It will be supplanted by whatever the new video game is. Probably like 4-dimensional checkers or something. You guys will be like, hey, we want to see more videos of you and your daughter playing 4-dimensional checkers. And then we will make those instead. No, she'll probably play Minecraft. I mean, I can't imagine it going anywhere. It's like asking if my daughter's going to play with Legos or read books. Probably. But, I mean, if there's a zombie invasion or something, maybe not. Okay, Zyrex098 says, will you stop building kitchen death traps? Now, for those of you guys who have not seen the Mine Chunk Kitchen video, I actually reference building, let's see, kitchen death traps. Essentially, I build a huge crafting table out of pieces of metal in my kitchen. And I mentioned that it would probably be a bad thing to keep building those once, I start having kids, because it would be insanely hazardous to any child nearby. Let's see, it looks like I'm going to have to build more tanks. Oh, wait, no, maybe I have tank wall segments in this copper chest here. Let's see what we got. Iron plate, tank valve, iron tank wall, iron tank gauge. So we're going to need a lot more iron plates and some glass, it looks like. Luckily for me, I probably should have put those extra boiler parts down in here. Luckily for me, I've got a rolling machine and plenty of stuff up here. So I can just remove this steel from my rolling machine and start throwing in some iron. So where was I? Mine Chunk Kitchen. I made a insanely hazardous thing in my kitchen. I cannot get away with making insanely hazardous things around my house anymore, no. That's just not responsible as a father, and as the paterfamilias, it is my obligation. Really? That doesn't make anything? How do I make these tank walls? Recipe? 4 iron plates. How do I make iron plates? Oh. Well, that's way cheaper. Yeah, let's do that then. Yeah, look at that. Boom, iron plates to the rescue. Awesome. So in the meantime, we're going to have to start back up this machine here, I think. Give us a little bit more MJ pumping through. Great, so that's going to keep that going. Okay, so yeah, we haven't actually started baby-proofing the house for real yet, because the baby is... Whoa, I probably should turn on hover mode. The baby is still in the too small to crawl phase, which will not last indefinitely, I realize. But for right now, we're planning on moving to a bigger apartment before the baby's actually mobile. But we'll have to see how that goes, because that's going to depend, honestly, a lot on how well my YouTube stuff goes, how many people buy copies of Pitfalls and Penguins, that sort of thing. Because unfortunately, Marion won't be able to return to work right away full time. Also, daycare for a baby is, especially like that young a baby in our area, is like $800, $900 a month. So realistically, we're gonna have to figure something out. In terms, it would be better for us to make money working from home than for us to have to put the baby in daycare. So there's some iron tank walls. Now, where do I actually want to put the creosote oil? Where should the creosote oil go at the end of the day? If I don't want to have it come right here... Oh, tell me I have a way to pump the creosote oil back out. Oh, no. Okay, good. I've got this. So let's see. If I wanted to pump the creosote oil somewhere, I guess I could pump it down below here. Or is that just kind of... Should probably store it like down here somewhere or something, because it's going to need a huge tank just because there's so much creosote oil that gets created. So we'll start baby-proof in the new apartment once we get a new apartment. We're hoping to have go up to a 2-bedroom apartment, and we'll have one of the bedrooms set aside just for sleeping. We'll have our bed and the baby's crib in that bedroom, and then the other bedroom will be our craft room, where we will set up all of Marion's sewing equipment and all of my computer stuff and whatnot. And we'll just lock that door when we're not in there, so the baby can't get in, even when she can use doorknobs and whatnot. Because, like, realistically, that's just the safest thing. You don't want to be dependent on, oh, the baby won't be smart enough to open the door. Yeah, the baby's gonna get pretty smart pretty quick. But if it's a door that I can't unlock without my keys, then it's a door that the baby can't unlock without my keys. So, you know, that's just kind of one thing that we can do to kind of keep the baby a little bit less in trouble. So it looks like I might even be able to pick through here. Just looking at this. No, of course. Why would there be a valve on this wall? Dang it, hover mode. You are indeed the scourge of my existence. Okay. So this is actually going to have to go through down here, it looks like. Is that the only way out? Dang it. Okay, there's one there. So I could run a liquid duct out of here and down through here. Man, that's a terrible place to put creosote oil. But I guess if I set up a liquid burning boiler, this would not seem like such a bad place. I want to make sure I'm still on my lot. So, yeah, which I am if I go this way, or if I go this way. Okay. So what I might do is just build a massive liquid burning boiler back here. So we'll just start digging that out. Probably going to want it to be pretty big. Maybe, I might as well do 7x7, I guess, right? Let's see, how close am I to the wall here? Zoom, zoom, zoom. Okay, I'm not there. It would be like down this way. Okay. So I probably don't want to have the actual boiler facing into here. Although really, maybe I do. Maybe I might as well. Let's just do that. So that's going to be the framing for that. So I don't want to go past here, I don't think. No, dang it. Okay. So really, we're going to start here with this. But yeah, because the baby won't need her own bedroom for a little while. And hopefully by then we could upgrade to a larger apartment or buy a small house. The problem is most of the houses around here, we would need like $40,000 or $50,000 just for the down payment. And that is not money we have. So in the meantime, as I pay off my school debt and whatnot, like I'm paying off a lot of student loans and stuff. Guys, really be careful when you take out student loans, because it adds up and it can take a long time to pay off. But at this point, I'm paying a lot of money every month just toward debt. And so once I get that paid off, though, that'll mean I'll have a lot more money every month to put toward things like rent or things like that. But that'll be 2 or 3 years at the current rate that I'm earning money. So anyway, what was, I don't even remember. The question was something about the baby. Yes, that's as much as I remember about the question. What was the question? I should go back over here and look. No, it was, where's the baby questions? Okay, here they go. Will I stop building kitchen death traps? Yeah, so anyway, we're going to get a separate space where all the dangerous stuff can go, and then the baby won't get to it. How come we never get to meet your wife? Writes Glorden966. You know, that is a personal problem, really. I don't know. Honestly, you're just not showing up at anything fun. She was at PAX East last year. She was at PlayOnCon. She's been to PlayOnCon for actually like 2-3 years now. So, I mean, tons of people have met her. She's awesome. She's made videos with me, so it's not like you guys haven't had the opportunity to see her on YouTube. And, yeah, I don't know. Pay more attention. Come to cool events. She came up with me to the Kids Read Comic Festival in Kentucky, which is a pretty big deal. 1, 2, dang it, that was 3. No, I'm trying to count. 4, 5. Okay, so am I 7 across? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, cool. So, I mean, it's one of those things like, if you want to meet my wife, just come to most of the events that I come to, because she shows up too. She won't be at this year's PAX East because the baby's newborn, but she will be at PlayOnCon along with the baby. So, you guys can actually meet Corinne if you show up at PlayOnCon in Birmingham, Alabama in late July. So, there. Let's see. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what was the next question? I'm really going to have to establish a better way. I should have put these in a book so I could carry it around with me. Will you ever show the baby on camera? Yes. Yes, Hulk 82929er. The baby has been on camera before on my Twitter account. I haven't posted any videos of the baby, but, you know, just still shots or whatever. And I'm sure that as soon as she is old enough, like, she's going to want to be able to make videos with Dad or whatever. Like, you know, playing video games or doing stuff around the house or whatnot. I mean, I'm planning to do this YouTube thing for years, and she's going to want to do it with me. That's just, you know, oh, hey, I want to help Daddy with his work, you know. Little kids like doing stuff like that. That's fun for them. So, I mean, I'm not going to stop her from doing that stuff. I mean, if she doesn't want to, though, she won't have to. Because, you know, I'm not mean to her. Anyway, so let's see. How tall do I want to make this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I probably actually want to go taller. So we're going to start kind of mining out this here. And I think I'm going to put the frame in the bottom here. Wow, I might need a lot more iron for this. The next question, I think, was from Star Wars fan 2298. I'd have to go back over there and actually look at it, though, which is, what gender is the baby? What gender is the baby? I've said like a million times, like, what gender the baby is. So, I don't know. Girl? Well, yeah, that's the baby's gender. So, kind of a wasted question, but okay. Cool. So do we just sleep in 0.5 to 2 hour shifts? Asks Psychological Shepherd. No, it's Psychedelic Shepherd. Well, Psychedelic Shepherd, we basically take... Well, we don't even take turns, really. The thing is, Marion and I used to both, like... It used to be that she would spend 40 hours at her day job, and then another 40 hours or so working on college, grad school applications, and then I would spend 40 hours at my day job, and then spend another, like, I don't know, maybe 60 or 70 working on YouTube stuff. And so since we've both been taking a break from our other work right now, and we are only focusing on the baby, it's been really easy to just, you know, take care of the baby. The baby doesn't need... Essentially, in terms of hours demanded of us, the baby will want something and then be happy. Like, the baby only wants something for a brief period of time before going, yeah, okay, I'm pretty happy now. And then the baby's fine for, like, hours. The baby will fall asleep, and you're done. So, like, if we take care of the baby for, like, 45 minutes every 3 hours... then we have a whole bunch of time in there to sleep, do stuff. I usually do most of the grocery shopping and the stuff around town at this point, so Marion can stay with the baby. Excuse me. It's pretty straightforward. We just, get stuff done. There's no particular deadlines for anything, like, especially because I'm not going to work. I mean, it's just, life is a lot easier when you don't have to go to work. That's really kind of, I don't know how to put it any simpler. Life is super easy when all you have to do is take care of a baby. And that's all we have to do. That is literally our only obligation right now. Anything I make for you guys, like videos and stuff, that's me being nice. I don't have to make videos for you. And a lot of you guys have said in the comments, Joe, don't work too hard. Don't worry about making videos right now. Like, I'm not worried. I'm going to make exactly as many videos as I can make, and I'm not going to try and freak out if I can't make enough or whatever. It's just like, well, I made as many as I could. And, it's real easy, not having to worry about stuff like that. Because usually we constantly worry about stuff like that. Usually I'd be freaked out if I didn't get 2 videos done in one day, or, which, I mean, doesn't mean I always hit 2 videos in one day, but I freak out when I don't. And wow, that's not really going to make more plates that way, is it? And so, like, and also just, not having to go to work, worry about all the stressful stuff at work. I mean, it's just really, it's way better, taking care of a baby than working 2 jobs while your wife works 1 job out of the home and also spends a bunch of time working on other stuff too. Like, we are both really happy with the arrangement, which is take care of baby goes to sleep or sits quietly, you do whatever you want until baby decides baby needs something else. It's like the best thing ever. And I get to do this for a whole month, which I'm very excited about. But actually, Spectacular Bear asks, your leave is only 1 month? And a lot of Americans are actually amazed that I get any paid leave at all. And technically, I have to use my sick days to do that, unfortunately. And so, yeah, I'm using a month worth of my sick days from my job to take care of the baby. And it's a lot better than not, doing that, because otherwise I'd have to go to work and I'd be freaked out. Because, like, if I had to go to work, then I'd be freaked out, like, oh no, I'm going to be tired because I was up all night with the baby, or my wife would be freaked out that the baby's making too much noise and keeping me from getting the sleep I need, because, I don't want to make mistakes at work, because those are, costly and mess up a lot of people, and would be really inconvenient for everybody. And, this way, it's kind of nice, because the people at my work don't have to worry about me being inept because I haven't slept for days. The people that, I care about, like my wife, don't have to worry about me being all stressed out because I'm not. I have no real obligations other than taking care of the baby, which is awesome and fun because I love the little baby. And, it's all good. So, I would love to have a year or so like Spectacular Bear indicated that some places have. But, unfortunately, I'll be happy with a month. I'll settle for that. And, let's see. Dean McCreary asks, how will you have her schooled? Well, Dean McCreary, we have a pretty good public school system in this part of town where we live here, and so we will probably have her schooled there through elementary school, and then depending on money and where we live, we will school her depending on money and where we live. We don't know until, like, at this point, everything I do is so unknowable. Like, for example, if my YouTube thing blows up, then I could be like, oh yeah, we'll put her in the best schools and we'll live in New York City and all this other stuff. That's not going to happen, though. Realistically, I'm going to keep making a small amount of money on a regular basis, and she'll go to a pretty good public school. That's, where we're at. That's not terrible. And, let's see. So I seem to be out of iron, so I'm not going to be able to continue on this tank. I can't steal the tank parts out of here, though, without breaking it, which is a waste. Maybe there is a bunch of leftover iron over here I could nab. Let's see. So, anyway, you know what I should probably do is I should probably just go mine on my own. Oh, wow, Cleo's little thing has come along well. And this little foresty tree thing is actually apparently chopping down trees finally. Or not, maybe it's... I don't know what this is doing. Okay, this is really weird. Whatever, it's kind of neat though. So, anyway, I should probably head back to my mines. That's my spawn home, that's my Thaumcraft base. There we are. Ah! Okay, that was just a jar. And that was not an Enderman, that was just a thing. I'm so easily freaked out by stuff. Okay, so here's some iron ingots. And, you know what, I probably have some other stuff up here. But anyway, I can continue this tank wall thing on my own. Stay tuned, guys, at twitch.tv/JoeHills. I'm still going to be doing my Wednesday night streams while I play, or while I chat about Pitfalls and Penguins with Art and Woat and Brian sometimes. And I'm still going to be streaming occasionally just when it makes sense. In some way, don't expect a lot of long streams, because essentially the streams that I do make would be in that period. Like I said, the baby will, you know, be fine for like 3 hours, or for 2 hours out of every 3. So don't expect streams to last more than like 2 hours, just because I got to go help my wife and do stuff. And I'm gonna be doing a super hostile Inferno Mines video every other day or so for a little while. Hoping to do more work and draft stuff, hang out with Wolf and Ori now that they're on the server. Haven't gotten to do that as much as I would like. Anyway, I've been rambling for a little while now, so until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.